Hi Cancer, this is going to be your October 2025 reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please check back your Moon and Rising sign as you see them posted. I'm going to get straight into the reading. I have with me the Radiant White deck, the La Veda Sibila for clarification should we need, and we will wrap the reading up with the Golden Nostradamus. Okay, so let me turn the camera around. Hopefully it's not too much light on the cards because I had to turn my light on. Oh, already we have the Eight of Cups. I think the light is too bright. We have the Eight of Cups that just fell out of the deck. So I'm going to put another shuffle and rifle on the deck. I have been busy doing physical therapy for the past month, and that's why you hadn't seen any videos posted from me. Let's cut the deck. 9 cards down. Here we go. Eight of Cups, Two of Swords, Queen of Coins. I know this is a Cancer reading, a water sign reading, but we can all embody the qualities of each suit. So this could be about money or doing something. The next row, Justice, the Devil, the Page of Cups, that's strange. Last row, the King of Swords, Six of Swords, Eight of Wands. What is over the entire reading? The Three of Pentacles. So what do I have? I have Two Cups, Two Swords, a Wand, and 2 major arcana cards. Now the cups speak to the emotional quotient, how you feel about a person, thing, or situation. The swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, and communication. Coins represent, like I said, either the doing of something or finances, and the wands represent either focus, passion, determination, and fire. Right in the center I have the Devil, and the Devil card can be about fears that you have, psychological fears, actually real fears, because the Devil represents the third dimensional plane. So this involves everything from drinking, having sex, buying clothes, lusting after someone. It even can be about somebody playing head games or power games with you. someone telling you one thing and doing another. It's about control, obsession, desire, all those things that make us human. So he's right in the center, and all these cards are, all these things are going on around the devil. So the cards are read past, present, future, interplay of the cards. At the top, I see that you may have at some point around the eclipse, because eclipses are game changers. And I think some information was revealed to you through some kind of means. See how the person is walking off in the middle of the night? He's saying, this situation cannot stand any longer. I have to go off and find something better or different for myself. The cards are still, my guides are telling me that this might have happened, or might have been going on about 8 months. The card 8. So I have 2 8s here, and 8s are usually karmic numbers. It usually tells you that the situation is going to pass, but it can also represent obstacles, hassles, and delays. But I see that you are walking into confusion. 2 of Swords. The card says you feel or you think that you don't have enough information to make a decision. But even not making a decision is a decision. It tells you to trust what your intuition is telling you. See how the water is all ripple behind her? That says emotions run deep. It also says that I think you know exactly what's going on, although you have not made up your mind about it, because her left eye is not all the way covered. Okay? And we move now to the Queen of Swords. I mean the Queen of Cups, Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins is usually a earth sign female, so she can be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. This may be a moon or rising sign for you. As a profession, she usually represents somebody who either works with money, like a banker, an accountant, a cashier. She usually works, she's very kind, and she works for like non-governmental organizations, charities, things like that, to help the kids, the animals, people, the environment. She can be like a loan officer, a financier. Okay? So that's who she is, what she does, and what her qualities are. It could be about what you do for what you have been doing. Okay, too. So we come now to the second row, and we find the Justice card. Justice is a card of karma. It says that no matter how the situation has turned out or plays out, it's just and fair. Even though if you feel that you have not gotten a good deal. There's an old saying, how do you know you didn't get a good deal? Both sides walk away without what they wanted. It says for you to use your logic and your reason to cut through the chaff, weigh up the substances, choose situations if necessary. I think it's 2 situations, and make the best decision for yourself. Okay? And don't let anybody sway you from what you're trying to do. Here we have on the other side, we have the Page of Cups. Pages always represent messages for me. So this is a message of something that makes you feel emotional. I think it's a surprise as well, because we have the fish coming out of the cup. Nobody expects a fish to come out of the cup. So it's a nebulous kind of emotion. Nebulous because fish swim all over. So it tells me that whatever the offer is, it makes your emotions go up and down. Then we come to the King of Swords. usually an air sign male. He's usually Aquarius, but he can represent a Gemini or a Libra. As a profession, he is usually a police officer, a fireman, a chef, a surgeon like a doctor, an oral surgeon. He can be a researcher, a editor, a writer, work for in computers. It's any situation that any job that requires either a keen intellect or sharp tools to get the job done. That's what it says. And there's something here about walking away, I think, from him or the situation in which he's involved, and using your reason, logic, and skill about whatever the situation is. But next we have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is about leaving a bad situation behind, sort of like this card. So like the Eight of Cups. So the Six of Swords says once you reach the other side, you'll have better thoughts. But remember, no matter where you go, you take your thoughts with you. So it could presage a breakup of a friendship, a relationship of some kind. But it's about moving from rougher waters to smoother waters. I have a feeling that this involves a child of some sort, because there is a woman and child in the boat. Sometimes it can be about you and your inner child, and the person steering the boat can be the universe making you move along. Okay? But it goes straight from like leaving to actual flight. This Eight of Wands is about Mercury and Sagittarius, so there could be messages involved. It usually involves travel by air, and it says that whatever happens or it's going to happen will happen quickly, and the energy cannot be stopped. So the only thing you can do is hold on. And there's a house here in the background. I get the feeling that you may be going to another home. Okay? There's a house way back here in the background. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. A little white thing. It's a house. Sometimes when I see the devil and a page together with a court card, I have two here, and particularly a male court card. If you're female, it can imply that there is somebody lusting after your child. Okay? Somebody who has sexual proclivities towards children. I'm just going to throw that out there because I don't know what the situation is about. And that may have caused you, maybe you caught him doing something or seeing something that you can't believe you saw. But whatever it is, trust what your intuition is telling you about the situation. Okay? I don't know if this is you leaving or him leaving, because the cards are attached to both. Alright? So, I think this has been triggered by the eclipse, either the lunar eclipse that we had in Pisces on the 7th of September, or the solar eclipse that we had in Virgo on the 21st. Either way, this is the only eclipsed moon in the deck. Okay? Only card that represents the eclipse. And eclipse, as I said, eclipses are game changers. Maybe you saw something, or you heard something, or you caught somebody doing something around the eclipse. And I see this devil is in between you two. And I think the devil is making it hard for you to make a decision about whether you should leave or does he go. 3 of coins over here is all about cooperation, about building something. So maybe this was a person you were living with or married to. Usually when they are a happily married couple or they are similar, she would show up as a Queen of Swords or he would show up as a King of Coins, showing that they're together. But these are 2 separate suits. And I think this is what separates you. I look at as well at the 2 swords and then 6 swords make 8 swords. And 8 swords is the feeling that you are trapped in a situation that you can't get out of. I also have 9 cups here. So that says somebody gets their wish. And maybe you're trying to decide what you should do. And he's always thinking, because that's his nature, about how he can prevent you from leaving. So I'm going to pull cards on this devil and see what it tells him. And if you look at the card, the devil says you are not bound in such a way you cannot be free. It says something looms large, but in the end it works out okay. So let's see if that's right. The 9 cups are touching him, and you want justice and clarity on what's happening. So it may be that a legal situation is looming that you feel you may lose, but I think it's going to turn out all right. There may be some delays, some obstacles, some hassles about the situation, but I also think you're going to move to a new location. I know why that is. So let me pull cards on this devil. My cards are so old. Let me see what he's telling me. Consolante sorpresa, a comforting surprise. That's like saying, I went fishing for fish, but I caught this bag instead. I don't know what the bag is related to, bag of money, but I don't know what the bag relates to for you, because it may not be money, but whatever it is, it can be valuable. Costanza. This is about patience. It is about hope. It is about building something new. And there's another reference to some type of building, the pillars in the back. I don't know if you can see that because my cards are so old. And finally, we have Viaggio. This could be coming back from a trip. So those 2 cards are saying, you know, it could be that you have been missing this person and no sexual thing with children are involved. You could have been missing the person. He returns, but then he leaves again. And maybe he offers you to go with him to this new place. But I have to throw out the sexual predator because I have the 3 cards that tell me that that could be going on. So if you have an inkling, if you have children, and you have an inkling that something is not right, trust what your intuition is saying to you. Let me look and see what the numbers tell me. I have 2 8s. And then I'm going to see if what these cards can tell me. I can look at every card except this one, and this one. How they relate to the Devil card. So 2 8s. Says there is a slight concern in regards to a new romance, relationship, or partnership. So that's why we have all this doubt going on. Okay, let's look at the 8 of Cups as it relates to the Devil. If it can give me any meaning. No meaning. The 2 of Swords. Tells me nothing. The 6 of Swords. Next to the 8 of Wands. Maybe indicating that a long trip, journey, or vacation or time away will be coming up. I see it. It's right there. Now we look at the 7 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. Next to the Devil. It's telling you to ignore all temptations and remain focused on your goal regardless of outside influences or manipulations. Ignore all else and forge ahead with your intended direction. The 8 of Wands tells of the acceleration of your affairs being beneficial, bringing beneficial qualities and positive changes into your life. So this can have several different meanings, and like I said, maybe you have been waiting for him to ask you. Maybe he works in the legal field. He is asking you to come with him, and you're so tempted, but something is telling you not to do it. I think you're going to be much happier by forging your own path. So let me pull a Nostradamus card. You know, sometimes the people who cross your path are not meant to go with you on the future journey that you're taking. Sometimes it's like a delayed fish. Like Dory was told she was a delayed fish in Finding Nemo. She delayed everything. And maybe this guy will only drag you down. The ship. The Navigator, it's called. Those who travel far and wide may change their view, but never their heart. Departure for a journey or a new undertaking, either yours or someone you know. Leave burdens and pain behind. They are useless baggage. There you have it, Cancer, for October. So good luck. Thank you.